Excuse me. My name is Charles Voltz from Burlingame, and I have submitted a card that you should have. No one needs to convince me of the need to improve Caltrain meter service. I've been relying on urban transit most of my life, going back to the 1940s, usually electric, sometimes diesel powered. And what we have now is not significantly better than what I experienced in a year and a half in Japan on their electric train system in the Tokyo area. And what is proposed is not that much different because we're still relying on what's essentially an old technology. And part of what you learn with age is that you need to change with the changing world and technology. Ideas that may have been good ideas 50 years ago may not be the best solution today. And I don't think what you have proceeding is the best solution. And in a perverse way, and I say that positively, the action of the Secretary of Transportation in deferring the award may be a blessing in disguise. It gives you an opportunity to reevaluate your total situation with what is now available technology, some of which has been outlined here, and what is promised technology, not in the fantasy stage, but in actual testing of systems. And I refer particularly to Bombardier testing electric battery-powered trains, which are now operating in Japan and elsewhere. I'm referring to an Alstom testing of a hydrogen cell and battery technology that is currently going on. I'm also referring to the battery possibilities that will flow from Elon Musk Gigafactory, where he's going to be reducing the cost of batteries for trains and other rolling stock by 30% or more. Fortunately, you're being given a window from now till 2021, and at the earliest you could go ahead with your electric train system. And in the meanwhile, you need to increase capacity, hopefully with the clean diesel trains that have been referred to here before. Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, Charles Voltz from Burlingame. I want to address the issue of increased ridership and capacity. You have to take a current view, and you have to take a long-term view. And you have to look at it holistically in terms not just of the number of riders. You have to look at the consequences of how that happens and what its impact is. I'm particularly referring to the problem of grade crossings, which Burlingame, if I recall the correct number, is an estimated $250 million for its Broadway grade crossing. Burlingame has, I think, 5 other grade crossings. So if you're talking about 40 grade crossings up and down the system, and you're talking about increasing the number of trains to match capacity up to and including 10 trains per hour in each direction, you're talking about a paralysis on the peninsula that would be unacceptable to almost all communities. So you've got to figure out how you're going to pay for that along with your other plans. Not necessarily you have to pay for it, but the system, communities, the counties at large have to. And you just can't say it's a responsibility of each individual community, because we all know they don't have those resources. I also want to emphasize that the proposal you're hearing today is not necessarily the long-term solution, but the one you need for the next 5 years before you would ever get the benefits of these electrified systems you want. You need a solution then, and what has been proposed is some clean diesel engines that can increase your capacity by running more trains and roughly the equal amount of riders. But you also have to blend in the PTC program. That's not working. It's not likely to be working. So you're talking about 2021 for anything to be happening in this green new system that you want That's a 5-year period where you need to do something. And we're suggesting the best interim solution, which gives you time to figure out what is the best alternative, including other technical possibilities, other technological changes over that 5-year period, and figure out how you're going to fund it in view of the uncertainty of both the Prop 1A funding and the uncertainty of the FTA funding.
Thank you, sir.